Yo, what's going on, everybody? What's up, for you guys today? Welcome to the channel for Good. Your boy is back with another video for you guys today. Today, we're going to talk about formations on today's episode of FUT Discussions. We'll talk about, just the general thought of formations and tactics. I had a video like this before in FC24. We talked about, it's smarter to build a team for the tactics and formation that fits you than it is to just Google something or go to YouTube and then just get a tactic formation that way, because you remember people don't all play the game the exact same way. I had a video recently, I forgot which video it was, that someone commented asking for my tactics, asked for the tactics code. It wasn't for this formation, it was for formation, and I gave him the tactics code because he asked. But one of the things I want to point out, because I see this a lot in the Inception's comment section, and I see it a lot in Arweezy's comment section. It was like the people who I watch who do tactic videos. I don't copy their tactics, I just watch them because I like Inception's gameplay and I like Arweezy's gameplay and his personality. And one of the things I notice is people they'll use their formation, use their tactics, and then complain about it. Say like, oh, it's too easy to counterattack, it's too easy to attack against, the defense is bad, or they'll just say that the tactics suck in general. And it's like, again, you had a point, you got to understand that just because someone plays formation one way doesn't mean it's gonna work for you, because we don't all play the game the same way. For example, I'm very, very similar to how Inception and Arweezy plays, in the sense that me and Inception, we both want to play real football. We don't want to spam, any kind of moves. We don't want to just sit here and spam finesse shots the entire game. We don't want to sit here and spam power shots. We don't want to spam crosses and spam headers and spam, we don't want to be mechanic merchants. We want to play real football. We want to do some build up play with some tiki-taka and, out dribble our opponent, break our opponent down with actual skill and score in that way. So we tend to favor formations and tactics that allow for that to happen. A lot of the meta tactics don't do that. A lot of the meta tactics favor, the ability to, use mechanics. A lot of the like, for example, the pro tactics, like the 4-4-1-1. If you're someone who plays authentic football, that formation kind of sucks. But if you're someone who's a mechanic merchant, it's very, very good, because it works best when you're doing, when you're spamming lob balls and you're doing a lot of player locking. Again, player locking is something that Inception doesn't like. I don't like it, but it's whatever. Now, Easy, on the other hand, he likes to just play to win. There's a saying in sports: play to win versus play to lose. Play not to lose. Playing not to lose is basically having formation that's based around defense. Like, you're just trying to I'll score 2 goals and you just park the bus the entire game so I can win 2-1 or win 2-0. Whereas if you play to win, it's like, I'm just going balls out. I don't care if I win this game 5-0 or 5-4. As long as I freaking win, as long as I'm scoring goals, I'm playing a video game, I want to have fun. So when you look at someone's tactics, or you ask someone for their code and things like that, you have to keep in your mind that you might not play the way that they play, and thus those formations might work differently for you. So you can't hate Inception's tactics or hate Noise's tactics when they play a different way than you do. More than ever, your formation matters based on your play style. It also matters based on your personnel. If I play a formation or tactics and you're like, yo, this guy's cooking with that formation and tactics, you have to understand that if you don't have the same personnel as me, it won't work for you. If I'm sitting here and having a great game with Salma, do you have a player who is the exact same kind of build and like player style as Salma or Rafinha or whoever? So you have to keep that in mind. So we're gonna play some games of some rivals when using this 4-2-4 that I made. I haven't played 4-2-4 in a while because I feel like two center mid formations tend to be weak this year. We've seen a lot of 4-4-2s be kind of struggles as well. But we're not afraid to try things just because something seems weak this year. This is how it seems to be looking. We did pack Holland out of a freaking was it an 80 times 80 plus 3 or 80 times 3, whatever that shitty scam SBC is, where you get it's a player pick. We got Holland out of it. It's the only time it's ever been good. Honestly, outside of getting Holland, pack weight for one round cards has been really, really bad. It's been terrible. Today's Friday, Team 3 came out, and I did every single possible 82 times 4. There was an 86 that I opened to. I opened 384s because I did a lot of objectives. Didn't get a single one wild cards card, and that's it's so demoralizing. But anyway, it's say playing 4-2-4. This is the team we're going to be running. I'll show text at the end of the video if y'all curious about that. Yeah, let's get to some games. and they cannot control that ball. The ball had too much like curve on it. If it just goes straight. Trying to switch my midfield and I can't.
The ball is lost and the chance has gone too. This is who I've been looking forward to seeing most today.
Hang on, what a chance!
Take it. Good ball movement. You send Xavi on a manual run.
Through the ball, the keeper has no chance. It's a superb finish.
Oh my god.
And it's been cut out. There's the turnover. Making decent progress here. And
EA be frauding you on freaking passes, I swear.
that's a throw-in. They'll have to win the ball all over again. The pass is incomplete. Nicely won. Ariuelo. Xavi. Found nicely and in.
It's a goal for Selma.
And there's another one. Valuable bridge.
In the defending, could they have got a tackle in earlier? It's a wonderful solo effort, though.
There's a change in
Oh
possession.
wow, I was trying to go something with that. The game went to go to Mbappe.
Really good pass. Antoine Griezmann. Mbappe. Griezmann. And
Oof.
there they go. There's surely no throwing this one away. Rivals action. It's Sporting Club.
You got one of these people who don't freaking want to play.
Yeah, cheers, guys. Great to be here. I think it's important that both teams are focused.
I needed Griezmann to get into like a better angle than that.
But I'd love to see some goals. Hopefully, I've not just cursed it.
Promising looking ball. Ollie Watkins. The Blades
Players are running into each other. Oh my god, that was bad.
Here's how Sporting Club pride.
Koundé and freaking Casemiro ran into each other, so he couldn't freaking move correctly with that.
Starts with Zé Roberto in the fullback positions, and up front, Kylian
What was
Mbappe
that touch?
alongside Antoine
You see, like she got the ball and it kind of like did like a little hesitation move.
Blades moving the ball forward. What can they do from here? And denied by a
Trying to pass right in front of me.
just one up front. Well, he's a player.
I think they might be in.
That's a goal for Salma. He pulled his keeper.
Blow struck very early.
The movement right now is really weird.
Ariuelo. Xavi. Ariuelo. Onto Casemiro.
Like everything, like this gameplay right now is very, very slow. This is very, very awkward gameplay right now.
Here for Blades. In behind. Can he finish?
Oh my god, well, let me go to the ball, Mbappe. Wow. Oh my god. Mbappe, I had Mbappe control. It wouldn't even go forward to go to the ball. This game, dude. Want to like go further, just a little bit, not a lot.
Pass was read and the ball has changed hands. And the forward progress continues.
3 people got in on that ball, and not a single one got control of it.
That's going to be it.
We won the ball off his freaking foot with Salmon, didn't control. Won the ball off his foot with Mbappe, didn't control. And won the ball off his foot with freaking Griezmann, didn't control. This game is so fucking shit. You literally saw me like win possession 3 freaking times and not get actual control of the ball. We should be cooking this dude, but like we've literally missed open freaking like shots. But it's so wild how what different gameplay can change.
Makelele.
Because like the first game we played, gameplay was fine. This game is super heavy.
Lovely weighted pass.
I feel like I have a weighted ball.
Can
You see, like that right there should get out the game. The ball just waits in the air for the keeper to come back instead of just dropping down. That ball should have been came down.
Brilliant initial set.
Mbappe. Looks a good ball. It's there. The lead they go.
We should have like 4 goals right now, but we got funked on freaking the ball staying in the air too long when it shouldn't have. And then obviously the keeper movement, which, you know,
And then through
is a bailout mechanic.
for power. Absolutely smashes it past the keeper.
Kylian Mbappe. Griezmann now. What a chance here.
The had even Kajavi, I think.
Gives them the advantage. Pedro Porro. And they want to see a shot here. Genuine chance. And
Likely the game winner from Salma.
a late goal. And more than likely a winning goal. Danger here. Well, that promising attack has been stopped.
Well,
It's offside.
we're going to see an early goal
Now,
here.
this could be a chance here.
This is not offside. So took a shitty freaking power shot.
Goes on past the defender. And that's nicely won to seal. Ariuelo. Xavi. Mbappe. Oh, crucial tackle to deal with the
We
danger.
immediately take a first time shot with Rafinha in the game. It's just like, yeah, whatever, dude.
Mbappe. And it's on now.
There we go.
Substitute has made the difference here.
I think we need to improve our right field, not right field, our right winger. Rafinha is great. The issue is, you know, he is kind of like, you know,
Ariuelo.
yeah, how things work when it comes to
Onto Rafinha. Oh, good.
power curve. That's what we're Rafinha's. He's not a power curve anymore.
Oh, they scored again.
Lucky bounce, lucky bounce, lucky bounce.
Moving in field here. Referee playing advantage. Great chance here.
Alarm's going off. You get a goal though with some parallel.
Been so far.
Apologies if my alarm could be heard. This guy's out of here. All right, boys and girls and my non-binary family. Post 3 straight wins with the 4-2-4 squad. As I was saying in that last game, I feel like we need a new, we either need an Evo or we need a new player here on the right side, because Rafinha, as good as his card is, the power curve is getting, you know, far beyond him. We have 506 games on this guy, with you know, a good bit was at 500 and freaking 61 goal contributions, you know, 305 goals, 246 assists. Very, very good card, but like you do kind of get the feeling that you're getting past power curve. There's moments where I notice it too, where I'm in game and like I can see like, okay, if he has like a little bit better dribbling, I know 89 is a lot, but if it like there's certain things about a card where you can feel it. It's like, okay, this card feels like it's behind the power curve, like especially when you like compared to the rest of the team. Like Greaves is still in power curve because, you know, he is Griezmann. It's one of his best cards in the game. If I don't, does Griezmann have a better card than this one? I don't remember. But then you have like Mbappe and his Evo Salma. Then like the rest of the team, like everyone in this team other than like Rafinha and Casemiro is, you know, relatively, you know, in the power curve or ahead of power curve. Rafinha is still, not Rafinha, Koundé is still kind of in power curve. It hasn't been like a lot of crazy right backs yet. But yeah, the team was fine. Our first game we got cooked. But it was more so because like just the gameplay, like my gameplay in the first game, y'all didn't see it because we didn't put it in video. There was a loss. We played 4 games today. The first game we lost, we won 3 straight. The first game was playing against a PC player who had like a speed freaking glitch because he was all his players just moving like so freaking quickly. My players were like just all moving, kind of getting a normal pace, to be honest with you. Then after that, we got into a game. We still won, but the gameplay was like super heavy. Like the ball, we had like a weighted ball, but for the most part, everything was fine. The defense was pretty solid. You know, Konate is just, again, I had a video talking about before. If people think this Konate card sucks, and it's like he has very awkward animations sometimes, but like he gets the shit done. Konate saves goals, like he saves games. Buffon sucks. If you ever wonder if the Buffon SBC was ever worth doing, it's not. The issue with this Buffon card, and I'm someone who has a lot of games to play with it, the issue with Buffon is his handling is dog shit. You have a glove on him and his handling is still bad. Like he has some of the worst handling I've ever seen any keeper have. He drops the ball a lot. He has a hard time, picking the ball up when the ball comes to him. Obviously, his speed isn't very good either. So that does kind of means that his reactions aren't going to be great. But also just fact he has 0 playstyles other than playstyle plus that he has, and it shows. Like you can put that Unai Simon card and have a better keeper. The Unai Simon Thunderstruck card way better than this. Like he gets things done. Like when he has his days where he's like really good, he's really good. When he has those days, like you all know those days where your keeper just like seems like he nothing can get past him. But most days he lets some of the easiest goals in. You're just like, bro, you should be able to stop that. Especially with Far Reach Plus, like there's some shots where it's like he should easily be able to stop that. The play was pretty solid. Zaire Roberto, we don't have anything on him when it comes to Kim, to like the play style. Yeah, Kim style. But he's pretty solid. So I'll show you guys the tactics if you're curious. And I'll say it as we go in here. Just because it worked for me does not mean it's going to work for you. Okay. My play style, your play style different. This is a good tactic for people who are, passing the ball around and also play manually deep. I don't play anything other than manual. Obviously, if the ball goes towards the AI when I'm not controlling them, the AI is going to do something. But generally, I play a manual form of defense, and your tactics and your information, how your players play, is very different when it comes to play manual. Because understand, the reason why the meta is the meta exists because it's based off the AI. So for defense, if the reason why Konate is meta, because you can ignore controlling him and he'll still be a crazy great center back. So that's what kind of takes meta. How good is the AI for that player? If you play manually, that doesn't fucking matter. If you play manually, it's all going to be based on your own ability plus that card. So get into the tags of the 4-2-4, play balance by the way, which is kind of funny because 4-2-4 is actually a formation where you kind of want to play a high line because it's meant to be a high line, high press formation. We played on balance, which is just at 60. So, generally when it comes to 60, if you go 61, you get the auto offside traps. I like to do it manually. So 60, I'm allowed to have a decent line at 60 and then also do manual offside traps if I feel like I need to. But when it comes to player roles, we have some Palarello. She's on inside forward balance. That means she's going to come back on defense. So it's we will kind of have a third midfielder via that. Do we have Mbappe on advanced forward attack? Antoine Griezmann is on build up for false 9, and then Kunde. Rafinha is on inside forward attack. We don't need him to come back on defense because again, we have someone come back on defense, and we have a Roberto who, when we have the ball to prevent counterattacks, Roberto will go into the midfield. Xavi is on playmaker attack, deep line playmaker for Casemiro. We don't have Kunde on defend for fullback. Why? Because we don't want him to leave that space. If you put him on defend, he's going to come onto the inside when we have the ball, which will allow a counterattack on that right side flank. So if you look at it like this when we have the ball, so you see how Kunde is in this position where he's on the right side. If you put him on defend, he's going to be pushed in with Konate and Holland. So one long ball to that right side is a free hole for the attackers to attack on. And I just see with bring back support, Roberto goes into the midfield when we have the ball, again helping us out when it comes to counterattacks and just being another person for me to pass the ball around. Because again, I'm a very tiki-taka Barcelona style kind of player where it's like I just want to pass the ball around. So when we have the ball and Roberto's in that position, I can have somehow Arello, if I'm covered, pass it back to Xavi, then pass it to Roberto, then pass it back to Salma to go for a run, or can go from Salma back to Roberto and pass to Griezmann, then pass to Mbappe. So you got to think about it that way. I like how this formation plays. When it comes to, if you wonder, does it hurt the midfield to not have an actual midfielder with those two key players? You'll notice it. You'll notice that there'll be times where people will just pass right through your midfield. But that's where good manual defense come in handy. When it comes to the 4-2-4 and even the 4-4-2 nowadays, if you have good manual defense, you won't notice the fact that you only have two midfielders. At least it won't hurt you. There'll still be the pass to your midfield, but it won't hurt you. But anyways, that's it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll catch you guys on the next one. The Big Boy, AnubisArchangel. The next video, we might do a video on that Prince cards. I like to do the reviews of the female players. So yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'm out of here. Deuces.